Hello everyone, it's Tsuki, and yeah, gonna do another video today. I haven't done a commentary long play in quite a while, so I figured I would go ahead and record one of those today. And as for what is on the agenda today, well, weekly chores, lots of stuff to do. Actually, it's actually not that much to do. It's really just capping tomes and maybe getting something from Ritterana. I don't really care that much if I don't get anything from Ritterana at this point. I feel like I've gotten most of what I want to get, so I'm really almost fine with anything. But I could use a tanking headpiece. I still have a 350 headpiece. The tanking headpiece inside of Ritterana, I recall, has very not ideal stats, but an upgrade is an upgrade. And I don't tank enough to really care that much about secondary stats, if I'm being completely honest. I really don't. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. And then I don't know, I'll probably only do like maybe one Ritterana. I have like a bunch of coins from Ritterana, right? But I don't have any Rabanastan coins, so maybe I'll do Royal City at some point as well. That might be fun. I don't know if that'll be fun. Probably it'll be okay. I really hate doing Hashmal. Hashmal always stresses me out. Like I've gotten killed by the pillars, like falling, like maybe only like twice in the entirety of me playing through a Rabanastan, and the first time was like kind of like a learning experience, like, oh, I died, and the second time was like, oh, a mistake. Maybe it was 3 times, because I vaguely recall getting hit with a pillar fairly recently, like in maybe like the past month. But yeah, I don't get hit with a pillar very often, but it always stresses me out because I feel like I'm going to mess up the angling of the pillars and get crushed by them, which is extremely embarrassing because it just insta kills you. And it's really just annoying. It's especially annoying playing any type of melee job in there. But yeah, I don't know. I really should get my coins. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of Heaven on High. Again, I really only do it solo, so that's how I prefer to do it. It's 21 to 50, really easy to do solo now. Like. It is especially fast if I'm playing a DPS class. Like, I think Red Mage is probably the easiest to go through. The only problem with playing Red Mage in Heaven on High is you don't have a stun, which can be a bit problematic in certain cases. But yeah, other than that, Red Mage is pretty solid in there. Also, I've seen people, at least one person has soloed all the way to 100, which it looked extremely stressful and very painful, so I don't anticipate ever trying that myself, but maybe someday I might. I don't know, it just it was actually on Red Mage. Oh look, we got the queue. Alliance Raid is the only time tank queues are actually kind of lengthy. I was kind of expecting it to take a little longer, but it didn't. But they did it on Red Mage, and there's like, I watched the clip there. There's no commentary, just them doing it, and yeah, it looks really stressful. Everything hits so hard. Everything has so much HP for just one person to really handle, and they had to really carefully like pick out the enemies they attack to, and they use tricks like being able to line of sight castable attacks. So like fighting conjurers and then dodging behind like a pillar in order to interrupt the cast so they don't take the damage. They don't have to worry about having to heal through it or anything like that. And it seems really just really stressful. I mean, all the more power to you if you manage to get that done. But dang, this is not. It's not sound fun. It really doesn't. It also it might be different because they you know, they can strafe easily left to right, because that's how the default controls are like. But I play one of the controllers, so I have the controls where going left, I actually turn left and all that. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, alright. I was about to, I forgot I took off my my ready timer because I was messing around with stuff. Also, like, I don't think Shirk works in Alliance raids, right? I feel like I've said that before, but unfortunately Shirk does not work. So if I ever end up tanking, I don't think I would even bother getting out of tank stance just to be safe, because I'm not all too trusting that the other 15 DPS in the raid are going to use things like diversion or anything like that. Also, being able to have tank privilege is it's really nice, actually. I have just so much more HP and defense than everyone else. I can actually just kind of stand in anything. I really shouldn't, and I'm not going to go out of my way to do so, but I can. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. A smile better suits a hero. Oh man. I will reprisal that though. Why am I getting Divine Beneficent for? Also, I forgot I haven't made I should really make Bahamut smaller. Also, I got Dragon Sight apparently. That's fun. Don't worry, I'll just go into the middle. I'm actually taking no damage right now. Also forgot to focus target. Oh, ad time? What alliance are we, by the way? B. That's actually really important because, you know, I'm kind of responsible for picking up ads. So, I mean, there's you don't really pick up ads in this particular fight, but in the other fights, you do. I feel like I should probably be using intervention more, since I literally, there's no point in using it to block because I'm not getting a hit with anything. Well, I guess I can get hit by it's just like using Third Eye, right? It's actually a DPS gain for me, because I get to use shield swipe. So I guess I should just treat it like Third Eye on Samurai. I don't think that's gonna die in time. Nope. Man, double stack. Oh, everyone lived. Well, no, almost. Almost everyone lived. Also, it's really nice not having to worry about positionals. Gonna reprisal that. apparently. Unfortunately, I don't have reprisal for that. Yeah, apparently I don't have I don't have reprisal for that water 4. I mean, I'm not looking at my cooldowns or anything, but apparently I don't have it. Also, I totally spent way longer than I probably should have finishing my my Anima weapon for Paladin. It was at the 260 stage. So all I really had to do, well, you know, all I really had to do was go get my light and then do the hardcore primals gauntlet thingy. Which you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was fine. It was totally acceptable, except it was literally just me doing Brave Flock's hard mode solo, unsynced for like 60-70 times. Although surprisingly, you could get sturdy. Like it was almost always robust, but very occasionally it would be sturdy. In Brave Flock's hard mode, of all things, like I'm gonna actually start DPSing for a bit there, try to keep my party alive. Although, you know, there's really nothing I can do if they stand in the I should have reprisal that. Gotta have it. Well, I can reprisal this one. It's okay, I'm the healer now. Don't have reprisal this time. Well, everyone's at full HP anyway. This is the other ad face, isn't it? I have a really bad feeling about this, and by really bad feeling, I mean no one's gonna freaking kill these ads. No one is going to kill these ads. No one. Okay, they're kind of killing that one. This is gonna suck. All right. Come on, we have to kill at least one of them, or we're going to be in a really bad spot. Oh, well, you know, don't blame me when you guys die. I'm not going to die because I'm the tank, but they're all gonna die because they didn't want to do mechanics. I mean, also I need to expand my my parse window a bit. Hold on. What? B. I forgot what alliance we were in for a second. Honestly, I'm ready to just take this. I mean, I don't even play Samurai or Monk, so I don't know why I would take it other than to just have it. Is there anything for me to pick up? Yeah, there is actually. I forgot. Well, forgot. Like, I was like, is there anything for me to pick up in Math Boss? I'm like, oh yeah, there's like an entire phase where we get swallowed up. It's like, oh yeah, that part. Oh, well then. I don't know. Okay, he's got them. I don't know how important it is that I pick up the pots so that they don't auto attack people. Like, I don't think it actually does that much damage, but I mean, these aren't even pots. Like, I don't know why. They just seem like they would be pots, right? Like, I'm just kind of going around dotting everything. Not really going out of my way to pick up anything. Also, I'm glad that this is not like lagging all over the place like it usually does sometimes. I mean, if you're at full HP, you can survive 1 stack. You can survive 2 stacks, honestly, if you're at full HP. Well, maybe if you're like don't have that much gear, it might kill you if you have 2 stacks and you get hit with water 4, but generally speaking, if you can at least kill 2 of the ads, you're fine. And if you can kill 1 and everyone's at full HP, you're still kind of okay. The problem is that usually people don't people have a hard time killing 1 sometimes, which is, I don't know what it is about ads in Alliance raids that people just don't want to attack them, but it's a thing, I guess. We're missing a DPS, but I'm not sure how much that matters. Hey, okay. I like how I keep getting regens and Divine Venison. Yeah, I was messing around with my HUD earlier because I was trying to test out a new like parse skin, and so I was like moving around stuff, and it just, I don't know, I couldn't find a good spot I wanted it, so I just kept my HUD exactly the same because I'm boring. Wow, a lot of people got hit with that one. Wow. I'm not sure why I'm on the side. I guess it makes sense if I'm going to use things like Divine Veil, I should be as close to the center of the party as possible. Okay, I think it should be ad time soon. So, I think didn't they change it so that switching oaths doesn't break your combo anymore? Please don't take my ad. Guess I might as well pop Rampart. I mean, I'm not using my defensive cooldowns for anything else anyway. Also, I figured out when I was trying to do my Anima, right? You can't solo Titan hard mode. Of all the things, you can't solo Titan hard mode because as soon as he jails you, it just ends the fight, which is really annoying. But you can do Titan extreme mode, which is why it kind of shocked me that the fight just ended as soon as I got jailed. It's like, oh, Alright then. Because when you get jailed in extreme mode, you're just kind of stuck in there until it explodes. But it does like a nice chunk of damage, but you can easily survive it now with the amount of gear we have. But in hard mode, it just ends the fight, and there's no getting around that, because he does jails like very constantly throughout the entire fight. Okay, let's not get hit with these. Where were you? Oh, you're in the corner. That sucks. I'm surprised I made it out in time. I'll move it for the main tank. Man, aren't there like 2 other melees? Like, I'm kind of surprised that I'm getting Dragon Sight. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain, I suppose. I really hope that Goring Blade went off. When our Paladin's going to get a gap closer? I mean, to be fair, you'd almost never want to use your gap closer as a warrior, unless you're in your inner release window, or if you're going to lose. I think you have to lose like more than 2 GCDs worth in order for it to be worth using, which is extremely rare. I think it would have been cool if they just kind of did like a plunge type of deal where, you know, it's on a cooldown. You can use it for DPS gain, or you can use it and hold on to it as a gap closer if you'll need it, rather than having it cost anything. But I guess warrior does plenty of DPS anyway. Also, you know what I saw? I saw that we're gonna get all 10 of our roll actions again, which sounds like the hugest pain in the ass ever. Because, I mean, okay, it's actually, thinking about it rationally, right? It's actually not that bad, because I have enough space for just about the only classes I'm worried about are my melee DPS classes, right? Because I can fit just about everything I need to fit onto my healers, onto my casters, onto my tanks, and range DPS. Although range DPS has everything. Like range DPS has like a bind, a silence, a stun. They have everything, which that's gonna be interesting. But I mean, it'll be nice for some of those to have more than 5 to be able to take, which is cool. But melee DPS, man. There's a lot of useful ones on melee DPS, and I don't know where the heck I'm gonna fit all of them. It just doesn't sound fun, especially when I've had all of these. I've been using the setup, like my hotbars. I've been using them like this for like a year. Like it's been a year. I've gotten used to where I keep most of my stuff, and they're just trying to take that and just be like, you know what, screw it. Now, now you have to get used to something else. Have fun with that one. It's like, thanks, Square Enix. The whole reason why we got rid of a whole bunch of buttons in Heavensward was because there was too many freaking buttons. Now you're giving us all the buttons back. Appreciate it. Glad you got my back. I'm just gonna stick in shield oath. Just because I know this ad sporadically does like a really hard hitting attack, and I don't want to accidentally get killed. I've only tanked this like once before. You know, I would really like to attack that, but doing so would angle it so that I would accidentally be hitting the other tank. And tank bustering him twice would be not ideal, so I don't want to turn this. Alright, it's dead. Good job, everybody. We did it. To be fair, I actually like the 270 version of this anima. I like the blue. I like the blue glow, but this one, like the 275, has more like of this, like, I don't even know what you would consider it, like the little circles around them, like the writing, I don't know, like the insignia seals. I don't know how you'd even describe this, but it has that stuff which looks nice. So it's just like, all right, well, fine, I'll use this one then. I do like the blue glow much better though. No thanks. I think this is far enough. Alright, she should be jumping momentarily. Yep. Oh, come on. Well, you're all the way over there. I can't help you. I don't even know where you are. Wow, we lost 3 people to that. Well, 3 people just in our party, not counting the other alliances. Oof. Ooh. I'd like to think that I saved that Dragoon. Like, just let me have my moments. Like, I have saved many a people playing a healer throughout the years. I've saved many a people, but I must admit, it does feel rather satisfying to save people as a non-healer. Okay, that was dicey. I honestly thought that those DPS were screwed. Dang. Maybe I should have saved Requisite. I don't know. Oh well. I got 2 Holy Spirits off. I'm 5th on DPS right now. That's interesting. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people just ate crap and died. So, I mean, that's not my fault, but still, just it's a fact. Okay, we're B. What do we get? Oh, ballistic missile. Yeah, well, you know, the easy way to actually counter this is to actually move him off center. It's really easy, actually. Move him off center to just dodge the missiles. Okay, maybe not if you all stand in the middle and the... Okay, maybe I should have moved them a little more off center. Like, maybe that was actually my fault. In which case, I greatly apologize. I mean, you guys could have just moved out of the center, but... It is on the tank to position things properly so that DPS can still get as many positionals as they possibly can. Dang, I couldn't get my my requisite off in time. Now it's gonna be all weird. Not gonna get lined up properly anymore. Please be kind to me, game. Please be kind. Be kind, rewind. I have an 8. That's indivisible. Alright, well, you know. Not the worst thing, I suppose. Oh, hey. Look, I don't even have to move. Thank you, game. You were actually somewhat kind to me. And he's going to jump right now. Yep. Alright, please nobody get hit with anything unnecessary and die. Well, as soon as I say that, someone gets hit by something unnecessary and dies. So maybe I should say that next time. Guess I jinxed them. Hey, I got Dragon Sight again. Pulverize? Oh. Apparently the main tank died. Alright then. That's alright, I got it. That looks like fun over there. That looks like real fun. Whoa, what happened to C's tank? I just realized C doesn't have a tank. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. It will matter in the next boss though. I don't really want any of these. I really don't. I don't even think the tank headpiece can even drop anymore. Maybe I should just take whatever. Like the other day, or I guess the other week, I grabbed Bard pants. I didn't even need the Bard pants. I was just like, you know what? Maybe my retainer can wear these, and I still haven't put them on my retainer, so. I'm not sure how this is gonna work without a third tank. Alright, well, I guess we're going without the third tank. I mean, it's possible it's just gonna really suck for Alliance C. I mean, if our ads die fast enough, I can go and pick it up. But I can't pick up both because that would cause a lot of problems. Ooh, that's bad. I don't think he does Cyclone yet, so I don't think it's going to kill them, but that's bad. Alright, here comes another set of ads that people have a really hard time attacking. Alright, to be fair, he does do white breath or whatever, yeah, right here, which makes it a little difficult for melee DPS to go over there. No thanks. Oh well, let's kill this actually. I don't even want a chance going over there. Okay, ads should be relatively soon. And by relatively soon, I mean right now. Feel really bad about C, but I think they'll be okay, probably. Honestly, right now, I'm more concerned if I'll be okay. Oof. Wow, C's ad went down like first. I'm gonna do some damage control. Make sure that people live. Ah, dang it. Stay in range. I do have some practice from doing this on Samurai so much. I do have a little bit of leeway of how far I can follow him. It was a really bad time to do Reckless Shot. Oh, how about no? I think it was actually, it actually picked me too. Reprisal that. You know, one time I actually listened to the English English cast during this raid. The English voice acting for Yasmat is very interesting. I like it. It is so very much over the top. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the Japanese voice acting is very over the top, but we're pretty we're pretty used to over the top Japanese voice acting, right? Because we watch tons of anime, and there's a ton of overreacting in anime, so it's rather suiting. But the English voice acting, it's hilarious. Like, I'm sorry, but it is. It's great. I love it. I rolled pass. Don't yell at me, please. I don't know, maybe. I rolled an 11. I rolled a 98 on this. I don't need it. I mean, my retainer can use it again, but seriously? I'm just gonna get a full evolution set of Bard armor just for my retainer. Guess it's better than nothing. Oh well. I guess I might as well stick around. I might get the orchestrion roll. I'm hungry. I mean, it is that time of night where one usually eats dinner. I had a light dinner before I started recording, but something's making me think maybe I should have not had a light dinner and had a normal sized dinner like a normal person. Except I am everything but a normal person, so maybe that's fine. Also, it's really hot. Like, my mom bought me this, I don't know, I guess it's like a water bottle. It's like insulated so that it stays cold, like really cold. Like, I poured water and ice in here like 6 hours ago, and it's still really cold. So, I mean, that's really cool and really helpful, and you know, shout out to moms. Mom's the best. She doesn't watch any of these, thankfully. Otherwise, that would be extremely awkward and embarrassing. As awkward and embarrassing is that I actually know a couple people who do watch my stuff in real life, and that's already awkward and embarrassing enough without having to bring a parental figure into the mix. Anyways, what was I even doing over here? Alright, I was doing my hunt bills. Alright. I feel like I got one more thing in me. No, I could do Heaven on High. Anyways, I'm grabbing lock leeches. I could do Heaven on High. I could do Expert. I could do Royal City. That doesn't sound as fun, honestly. I don't need to do Royal City, which is why I'm kind of inclined not to. Like, it'd be nice to get the upgrades, but I'm not in any rush to really upgrade anything right now. So that's why I'm just kind of holding on to all of my coins at the moment. And honestly, I could get like most of my my Mendacity just by doing Heaven on High over and over again. You get a lot of Mendacity just doing that. In fact, I haven't done Expert Roulette in a while on this character. I've done it plenty on Luana. But I actually am kind of behind. I don't know. I've actually, you know what I've been doing? I've been doing a lot of reading lately. Just reading. I don't know. I felt like reading something, and I started reading something, and I've just been reading a lot, which another hobby of mine. I haven't been indulging in it lately as much as I probably should be, because reading is fairly healthy for your imagination and stuff. But when I was a child, I think I mentioned this several times, but my mother would ration out the amount of time I could play video games, and it was rationed out by um, the amount of books I read in a day, or at least how much I read. So I'd have to read, you know, just any book really. If it's a chapter book, read a couple chapters, write a summary of it to you know, make sure, for her to make sure I actually read something, or at least am creative enough to bullshit my way into a summary, because most of the books that I read she didn't read. Like we read stuff like Harry Potter together. We also read like Lord of the Rings together and a couple of other stuff like that, where she would actually know what happens. But a lot of the other stuff that I read, she doesn't, not really her type back then. What am I even doing right now? So yeah, that's how I got more abilities to play video games when I was younger. And because of that, I have a really big affinity for reading books, as well as reading things like manga. I especially love visual novels. Like those are a lot of fun. Like a lot of them are like dating sims, like it's incorporated into the story, which is fine. But I don't know. There's a lot of really great visual novels. Clanad, first visual novel I read, and then one of my favorite visual novel, The Devil on G-String. That is an amazing visual novel. I love that novel. I haven't read it in a very long time, but I really want to. I really want to read that again, because that was a great experience. I mean, at that time I'd read several visual novels, and I've read even more since then, and still none of them have come close to topping that as my favorite visual novel so far. So what am I going to do next? Because I can do at least one more thing, and then I should probably go get something to eat or something. How am I looking on tome? 220. That's fine. I'm totally fine on tomes. So, I don't know. I could do Royal City. Less than 5 minutes, it says. You know who does need expert is Luana. She definitely needs expert. I don't know. Hold on. One sec. I'm checking something up real quick. Okay. What else do I have left to get? I just picked these up, okay. I was about to say, I swear I went to the Ruby Sea already. These are today's bills. There's a lot of annoying stuff in in Royal City to pick up. Like, I think it's only the last boss you don't have to pick up anything as a tank. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna tag out. I'm gonna tag out real quick. Actually, you know what I could do is just edit in a bunch of stuff. Just edit out my break. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't get into an expert on Luana real quick. Hopefully, it shouldn't take that long. Probably shouldn't. I don't know. Oh man, it's hot. I mean, it's getting later in the evening, so it's starting to cool down. Peak heat was has come and passed, so it should be cooling down soon. Yeah, it's gonna be cooling down at around 9 p.m. 8 to 9 p.m. is when it's gonna start cooling down. That'll be nice. Although to be fair, it's actually not that hot, like compared to last week. Last week was really hot. Alright. $15 minutes? Really? I swear, my melee Qs are way short. I don't understand why that's even a thing. Like, let me check my melee Q. Okay, never mind. It's like 1 minute shorter. On average, it says anyway. I do have bills I need to take care of anyway, so might as well. Like how I basically accomplished nothing by doing that Ridorana. Like I picked up a bard chest base for my retainer, which I think my retainer is already high enough item level that she gets the highest level stuff anyway. So it's fairly pointless, but I don't know. Better than nothing, I suppose, because I didn't feel like doing that again. I really didn't. Fringes. Alright, I can go to the Peering Stones. I really hate fighting guard boots. Paralysis 3, man. It sucks. I could go, you know what? I'll give Dragoon another shot. I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm not going to get my freaking glamour at all, because it's not gonna happen. It's really not. It just won't. But I don't know. I'm gonna roll the die. You know, first off, I have to roll the 33% chance I get Swallow's Compass, and after that, I have to roll again to make sure that the chess piece even spawns. And then if there's another Dragoon, then I have to roll against them. Like, actually roll against them. So many factors to roll against. Ow. Alright, what do we needed boots. I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. If it isn't how you pronounce it, then it wouldn't be the first time I mispronounced something, would it? It really wouldn't. You know what else I want to do is I want to it might have to wait until next week, but I really want to knock out some more of the Let's Play. But I do have quite a bit of stuff left to finish up for the week, so it might have to wait until Tuesday. Honestly, I could seriously just sit down with my Let's Play character and just record the entire day. Probably get really close to Heaven's Word if I did that just in one sitting. You know, I should really be saving my stuns because I really don't want to deal with paralysis. It's like a 30-second paralysis too. Aw, I didn't get my Nastron off. Oh well. Alright, time to go kill some elephants. Actually, before the elephants, I have to kill whatever the hell these things are. I really don't know. What are these things? Are these supposed to be like a type of dinosaur? Or a rhino, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Were there dinosaur type enemies before Heavensward? Because I feel like when Heavensward came out and we saw dinosaur enemies for the first time, I was like, wow, that's interesting. I didn't think we'd go there. I feel like there probably were somewhere. I don't remember though. I mean, we fought giant plants, you know, and I totally already forgot what turn 6 bosses was called. Rafflesia, there we go. I remember how much fun I had clearing Rafflesia for the first time. That was a lot of fun. Back then I raided with all FC members. And most of them don't play anymore, unfortunately. But that was a fun time. I had a lot of fun back in A Realm Reborn. Is it weird to get nostalgic about a game that you're still playing? Like, I mean, that was still, I mean, it's like 4.5 years ago. That was a long time ago. Alright, I need whatever the heck these things in the water are and mosslings. Alright, it says we're number 1 in the role waiting list. You know what I have been doing? I decided to try and do Palace of the Dead on this character, which I have not touched Palace of the Dead like on this character at all. Like it did not interest me. I didn't need the weapon. I didn't need to level anything. So there's like no point in me doing it. But now that Heaven on High is finally out, it might be worth doing. Although I'm not sure if we're going to get updated weapons later on, but in the off chance that we do, it'd be nice to have another avenue in case whatever stats are in the new weapons are just crap. Plus, it's something else to do. I don't know. I mean, I've actually been doing a lot of Heaven on High lately. I've been saving up my my gold halo sacks on my main character as well. I have like a ton. I have like 40 something right now. Figured, you know, I might as well just save them up and, you know, open them up on a video or something. That might be fun, so everyone can see just how shitty my luck is. Look, I've been playing this game a long time. 5 years. It's a long time. And I can tell you right now, my luck in this game is absolutely, well, it's not horrendous, right? I feel like it's neither on my side nor against me. Really, actually, that's not true. It feels like it's against me in a lot of ways, but it's not against me in a very like aggressive way. I mean, like, you know, I don't get my materia back the majority of the time. I don't get the drops I want. It takes forever to get my weapons, but it's not like, I don't know. I guess, you know, when I put it that way, it does sound like it's actually pretty against me. But then again, I'm sitting here and I do have this mount. I got this mount really early on, like maybe it was maybe a dozen runs on this character and I got this mount. So, I mean, I guess here's karma paying off for all the shitty luck I've had over the years. I don't know. Meanwhile, the only bird I have is Bismarck's bird. And the only reason I got that bird was because I actually did Bismarck 99 times for the freaking totems. Which, I don't know how I didn't go insane because that fight is freaking boring. You don't even fight Bismarck. You don't. You just fight ads and then you attack his spine. Like, that's fun. Because it's not. It's really not. Okay, it looks like I finished here. Were these today's builds or yesterday's builds? I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get caught up on these builds. Other times I don't. Although I am at the point where I don't need the bills as much anymore. But using them to stock up on Aetheryte tickets, ventures, I should also probably get the riding maps on this character as well, make it a little bit faster getting through the Heavensward zones. Also, I know why you can't accept, you know, duties while you're loading in between zones, because there's probably something about you being in between, you know, servers and stuff while you're transferring in between zones that you can't just accept going into somewhere where you're just in the middle of nowhere. And also, this isn't Swallow's Compass, that's fun. But man, is it really annoying, especially when you're loading into a really populated area. Sometimes it actually does take longer than 45 seconds to load in. It really does. It really sucks. On the brighter side of things, this should go really fast. We have a black mage. Funny thing, I haven't seen one of those in a while, but I saw a black mage the other day who who did the thing where they just do fire and Fire 3 and Blizzard 3, and it was like in a level 70 dungeon too. It was great. Why are we Why are we shirking right now? Why are we shirking an enemy? That's the bigger question. Also, another thing, I wish I was recording when I encounter this, but I totally. All right, one sec. I got too absorbed in what I was doing, but I was doing Heaven on High solo, and I opened up a chest and I got a mimic, and you know, whatever. It's a mimic, fine, right? Then the mimic, I killed the mimic, it drops a chest, and then I open it again, another mimic popped out. I'm like, I have joked about that happening so many times, but I didn't actually think it was possible. I just kind of figured that they gave you pity, and it made it so that it couldn't happen twice in a row. But it did. Like, I wonder how rare that is. Like, I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a lot of people coming out of the woodworks being like, you know what? That's happened to me plenty of times. What are you talking about, Tsuki? But seriously, I didn't know that was actually possible. Just while we're on the topic of how crappy my luck is, I didn't know that was possible. I really didn't. Wow. Apparently my Blood of the Dragon ran out just as I was about to do Wheeling Thrust. I think I should go back to my single target now. Also, this boss freaking sucks for melee. Like, I feel like... When was this? This was 4.2, right? I feel like 4.2 was just anti-melee patch. I feel like there are so many boss mechanics that just crapped all over melee DPS. Feels like they were just being absolutely hostile. Also, I totally pressed True North by accident, and I'm gonna hate myself for that later. Almost certainly. Wow, how backwards. I got the arrow, and the black mage got the balance. Like, I mean, to be fair, I mean, the balance is good for any job, right? But, like, I feel like, I mean, I'm not a seasoned black mage or anything, but I feel like black mages appreciate the arrow more. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Should really ask an experienced black mage about it before I start talking about it. Because Black Mage is literally the one job I have played probably the least amount in Stormblood, which is weird because I played it a lot in Heavensward. Like I played it a ton. I don't know what it is about Astrologians in me, but it feels like Astrologians just don't love me. Feels like whenever I get cards from Astrologians, it's just because I'm just getting the scraps. Just like, you know what? There's no one else to give it to, so here you go. Doesn't matter how well I'm doing, what job I'm on. Okay, I don't need any of this. I finally leveled up my squadrons on this character, and I got to the next Grand Company rank, which I think they said they were going to add a new one soon. So I guess that's a good thing. But I finally did it. It's been out for so long, but I finally did it. So now I finally have the 80,000 Grand Company seal cap finally on this character. Now I just have to do it on my Let's Play character. That's going to be really annoying. I really want to give this to the Black Mage, but I don't trust the Black Mage is going to actually come in range. Now I feel like an idiot because I just wasted my eyes. That sounds really weird to say out of context. I just wasted my eyes. And now I'm just blind. I took them for granted. Oh my god, I got the balance. Thank you, finally. I'm sorry about all the mean things I said about not getting cards. You know what they say, complain and you shall receive. That's not how it works, but it seems like how it works nowadays, which is unfortunate. Nope, this is as far as we're going. I mean, alright. I think we could have gone all the way we wanted to. Should I attack that? Okay, it died finally. I like how I've had my recommendations window up the whole time. Okay, this time let's not accidentally press True North. Like that sounds like a plan. That was a very premature. Like I know a lot of Dark Knights who just they hate pulling without plunge. Like they need to have plunge to pull. So they will sit there and they will wait until they have plunge and pull. That was a really wanky opener, by the way. Like, I don't know how long I was holding on to Dragon Fire Dive there. But it was probably too long. I should have just come on Summoner, man. I should have known that my luck wouldn't hold out. I don't know what you guys are doing in the middle, but I want no part in that. Like, seriously, why are we in the middle? It's like the worst place to be. Man, I'm not gonna use this Dragon Dive. That sucks. Oh well. Didn't want to use that Dragon Dive anyway. Oh, come on. No, in my head, I've had the 15 jobs ranked in order of, you know, least to favorite. And just in my opinion, right? Like what I personally consider enjoyment when I play the jobs myself, rather than like how good they actually are, because that's another thing entirely. But I kind of had an idea of how I liked them and how I would rank them. But in the past like few months, when just playing through all the jobs that I haven't actually played that often, I feel like my rankings have changed very drastically. Why do I have aggro on two things right now? What is happening? Yo, please. I am going to die. What in the world was that? Like, I didn't even use cooldowns or anything. Like, what happened there? No, it might actually be a better play to AoE here. Hold on. Let me at least get a dot off on this thing, because it's freaking annoying. One more. One more for good measure. I should have just waited for Life of the Dragon Knight. Which one are we attacking first? I mean, as long as you hold aggro on both, it really shouldn't matter. See, when I have two enemies like this, I just like to alternate my Chaos Thrust combo. Works surprisingly well. Like, especially on the last boss of Swallow's Compass. I'm gonna lose my eyes. It's inevitable. Gotta pull with plunge. Where are you going? Where are you going? What? All right, can we stop turning? I'm glad. Can we stop turning? Oh my goodness. Thankfully, I was in the part of my combo where I didn't actually have many positionals, but dang. Oh my god, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie now? Why are we running over here? I don't understand. What is going on? You don't have to run to the last spot that blew up. There are safe spots. Can I target the gate, please? Please? Thank you. I don't know what it is with this gate, but targeting it with a controller is sometimes the hardest thing in the world to do for some reason. I don't understand why. It just does not want to work sometimes. This should push me back. Okay, it didn't push me back. Well, I ran back. Alright, I'm just gonna limit break. This should kill it, right? I'm surprised we have a 2-tiered limit break. Hey, we did it. Goodbye, everybody. Let's go. Where am I now? Where was I? I was in the fringes, wasn't I? Oh, I came back here. Why did I... Oh, yeah, that's right. I was checking to see if I have another set of bills. I think I do, honestly. But since I finished yesterday's bills, I can just pick up today's bills and I'll be fine. Yep. Look at all these bills to do. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Kind of a shorter video this time around. I'll be sure to do a longer one sooner or later. Probably, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Take a break. Come back. You know, it's hot, so don't want to stay stuffed up in my room for too long a period. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that ends up being. Sayonara. Bye bye.